So hi, it's Dr. Rebecca Cardona here with Fear Nothing Coaching. And today in this segment, I'm going to talk a little bit about why do we believe some things that don't serve us? So that's first what I'm going to talk about. And then I'm going to do another segment that then discusses what are some tips that we can do about that. You know, if we have beliefs that aren't serving us, then what do we do about it and what do we do with it? So why do we believe things or have beliefs that truly don't serve us? Well, we do what we know, and we do what we know until we know different. So let's go back to do what we know. We do what we know, and that is truly linked to the primitive part of our brain that wants to secure survival. Okay. And that is definitely something that we all have. For this topic, right, beliefs that don't serve us, and when we talk about surviving, specifically, we're going to be talking about surviving being loved, knowing that you're loved, knowing that you belong to a family, belong to a community, you know, that you feel that sense of safety and belonging, knowing that you are secure in your relationships, whether those are personal relationships or professional relationships, procreation, food, shelter, and housing, which is directly related, right, to the ability to secure and maintain an income. So our jobs, what we pull in, you know, the money that we have. So these beliefs that don't serve us are rooted in those topics: love and belonging, or safety and security. So survival-based wiring, again, is that we do what we know until we give ourselves permission to challenge what we know. Our brain is very powerful, and the ability that it wants to secure survival is fantastic, but it's also automatic. So we develop these beliefs thinking that they're securing our survival, when in actuality, they're impacting our quality of life and well-being. So if you don't like a belief and it's not serving you, right, and it's not adding to the quality of your life or the life and well-being of the people that you love or that you're invested in, then you've got to change it, right? We sometimes get going in the pace of life and we just accept that this is the way that it is, but it doesn't have to be that way. You've got to give yourself permission to change it, right? Give yourself permission to challenge it. It doesn't have to be that way, right? It's a belief. And is this belief really true? Be able to ask yourself that. A little scary, a little uncomfortable, a little foreign, sure. But at the same time, you don't have to settle for beliefs or behaviors that don't serve you or the people that you love or that you're invested in. So this is hard, right? How come this is hard? I want you to think about how many times a day you are bombarded, or the people that you love, or the people that you're invested in, or your professional life, how many times a day that you are bombarded or exposed to fake images, certain ways of you should be able to perform. So performance is a way of life. So we are overexposed, and the mind is overexposed to what we should be, how we should look, how much money we should be able to make, what our titles and significance should be. So we're exposed to that on an ongoing basis. And the brain definitely can interpret that as a way of, if I don't achieve X, then my survival is at risk. If I don't look a certain way, I may not be wanted or loved, right? So with all of these fake images, with all of these fake expectations around performances and ways of life, it gets coded into survival, right? Linked to love and belonging and safety and security. So these beliefs just automatically begin to play out in our life. So again, we are exposed to so much on a daily basis. Our kids are, our families are, our work cultures are, and whatever that we give or tell the mind is going to find evidence of. If I need to earn this certain amount to be successful, and that success is yielded to my worth and my well-being and my belonging, then the mind is going to find evidence that you're doing that or that you're not. And if that's linked to survival, then when you're not doing it, it's going to give you these beliefs that you're not good enough, you're not worth it, right? You're not earning your keep. And usually the theme of not good enough goes within the professional and the personal around love and belonging and safety and security. So the key here, and I coach on this often, is that what we tell the mind, right, it's going to find evidence of. And if we are having these beliefs that aren't serving us and we're not challenging it, then the mind's going to find evidence of these beliefs. And then therefore, there we are stuck feeling like that there's no way out and we don't really know how to change it. We don't like it. It doesn't serve us, our well-being, or the people that we love or invested in, and we have to accept it. That's not the truth. So you can control your thoughts. You can change your thoughts. You can recode your thoughts, not others, but yours. You can't control others, but you absolutely control your own thoughts. And I coach on this often, that the ability to control our own thoughts and recode them when they're not serving us is our superpower. So if that's something that you're interested in, or you can relate to what I'm talking about, please feel free to reach out. I'd be happy to do a free consultation. But again, what I would leave you with is that if you have a belief that is not serving you, it's not serving your quality of life or your well-being or the people that you love or that you're invested in, give yourself permission to challenge it and change it, because you absolutely can. Okay, so that sums up this video. And look for my other video talking a little bit more about what do we do with these beliefs that don't serve us, right? That we give power to when we shouldn't. All right, thanks a lot, Dr. Rebecca Cardona, Fear Nothing Coaching.